Here we have a lovely patch of nettles. As we move in closer, you can see that these nettles have gone to seed. So these here are the nettle seeds. It's getting close. So, there we go. So nettle seeds are a different kind of a medicine than the leaf or the root. When we think about nettle seeds, we think of them as adaptogens, herbs that help us to cope with stress. And the way that nettle seed seems to work mostly is by helping you when you've burnt yourself out, when you've used up all your reserves, all your last little bits of energy and resources. When you've used those up, nettle helps to restore them to you. And it does this in a very gentle way, a very kind way. It's not an overtly stimulating adaptogen, which is really nice because a lot of times when people are stressed out or exhausted, the last thing that they really need is another stimulant in their lives. And what they need instead is something that's going to feed them and nourish them on a deep level. Now, if you know anything about nettles, you probably know that it's a great kidney remedy, and that's true for the seeds as well. We often will work with the leaves of nettle for folks who are having some kidney trouble as a way to keep things moving and to flush the kidneys a little bit, and just to make sure that everything's fed well and functioning nicely. We turn to the nettle seed when issues are a little more serious, a little more chronic, maybe a little more long-standing, because they really do help to bring down inflammation in the kidneys, to improve normal function, and then their effects transfer over into the adrenal glands, which sit right on top of the kidneys, giving those, again, a reduction in inflammation and improvement in their ability to function well. And so we can really restore somebody who's been exhausted and depleted by working with nettle seed. What you would do is you would harvest these. It's best to harvest the top of the nettle plant, hang it upside down. There's often lots of bugs inside of your nettle seeds packets here, so you might want to go ahead and hang them upside down for a little while, give the bugs a chance to escape. Or if you don't mind a bit of bug protein in your tincture, you could go ahead and gather these and then tincture them right away. That's the way we'll often work with nettle seed. If you hang them and dry them all the way, then you can grind them up and mix them into food and eat them that way. That's another good way to work with nettle seed.